Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to my annual E3 wishlist video. Better late than never, right? But anyway, you guys know I've been wanting to do this for a while. I said it on Twitter, I said it in podcasts, but I was having some issues with the tech stuff, which I'll get into more details at the end of the video if you're interested, but also some family stuff and some personal stuff that I was dealing with, which I'm not going to really talk about. But yeah, E3 is just around the corner, like literally, and I know that this is like our Christmas in a way, so I know you guys are really highly anticipating what I wish to see. I got some DMs and stuff about it and some tweets, so I really appreciate the support, you guys waiting for this and even subscribing for this, so thank you to all the new subscribers, and I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get started with EA. Now, the first thing I want to say about EA is they usually do a lot of sports and crap like that, and that's around the time where I'm still getting my snacks ready. But I think that EA is going to be on Saturday this time around. I think last time they did it the same day as Microsoft, which is probably Sunday. But anyway, the first thing I want to see from EA is Battlefield, obviously. As you can see, my last, 3 videos have been about Battlefield, so of course, I want to see more about Battlefield 5. And no, not just an awesome cinematic trailer that shows explosions everywhere, but actual, gameplay with all the new mechanics and stuff that they've added to the game. So obviously, I want to see that. And if they show some more of that over on the Xbox side as well, that would be nice as well. And the next thing would be the Star Wars game. It's a Respawn game. They did Titanfall, obviously. So now they're working on a new game, which is Star Wars, which is third-person action game, I think. Yeah, EA, don't mess this up. We already know you're butchering the hell out of Star Wars games, but don't mess this one up. Give us something worth playing that is Star Wars related. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. No boxes, please. Make it interesting. And the multiplayer not as boring or generic, I guess you could say. But anyway, the next thing, I would like to see some new stuff regarding the EA Originals, which we know that they've had Unravel and Fee, and the last one was A Way Out. So I would love to see a new indie developer come out on stage and show something awesome, and then EA publishes it. The next one would be a new Burnout game. We know that they recently did the remaster for Paradise, which was one of my favorites. I played on the 360 like crazy. I didn't pick up the remaster though, because so I would love to see a new Burnout game. The next thing I know is probably not gonna happen. There's like a slim chance, like maybe 5% chance of ever happening. Dead Space 4. Yeah, I know what you guys are saying, but I can't help it but want a new Dead Space is actually the only scary or horror game thing that I like, and I would love to see that come back, but I know they shut down the studio and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know what's up with EA. It just feels like they don't care about single-player games, I guess. And then the last one, I would love to see more about Anthem. Anthem needs to come out and show something spectacular, come out swinging, especially now around the time where Destiny is kind of down and at a low point. They're so struggling to get their fan base back, so Anthem could actually steal that away by showing something awesome and great gameplay and interesting mechanics. So I hope that all the time that they stayed working on that game and they delayed that, it's for a good reason, so I want to see what they're doing with that. Alright, so now let's jump over to Bethesda. Now when it comes to these guys, I'm not a huge or giant fan of all their games. I like a couple of them here and there. I respect them a lot because most of the time when they show off games, they come out right around the same year or close to, so I think that's awesome. And I also know they have their cult following when it comes to Fallout or Elder Scrolls. So I guess the first thing that pops into my head would be Doom 2. I would love to see Doom 2. That would be amazing because I enjoyed the last one that just came out. I enjoyed the old ones as well, but not as of recently. So I would love to see more Doom action, and I know a lot of people weren't a fan of the multiplayer, but I was, so more of that as well. The next thing would be a new IP. Why not? Show something fresh and something we haven't seen before or heard of. The next one would be more Rage 2. I would like to see more gameplay. Let's see if that plays like Doom. I know it's going to be more punk and a little bit more crazy. And I think Xbox thinks that it's going to be like a open world kind of game, or like massive multiplayer type of game like Destiny in a way. Because I know that they have those elements in the Destiny games, so maybe they will do that with Rage, but I don't know. We'll see. The next one is, I've been saying this one for a while, actually, for a couple of years now. Ever since they announced Quake, I've been saying that they should bring that to console, because I like how fast-paced and crazy that shooter is. I played 4 on the 360 on, like, my ex's account or something, but I would love to have Quake back on console again. It doesn't have to be Quake Champions, but it could be something like that, and I would like to play that, definitely. And then the last one, it's another one that slim chance of happening. This one actually might be a little bit more of a percentage than Dead Space, but maybe, I don't know, 15% chance of happening. But I would love to see Wet 2. It was an awesome game. And I know, you guys are like, what? Wet? Yeah, it's a game. It's called Wet. It had an awesome female character. Slow motion type mechanics like Max Payne. She had a sword. She had guns. It was really cool. And it would be nice to see that franchise come back out of nowhere. So, that's what I wish. So, now let's jump over to Ubisoft. Now, the first thing I'm going to say with Ubi is pretty obvious because everybody's been saying it, so I'm just going to jump on that boat for a little bit. Because I did grow up with this game when I was younger, and it's probably the only stealth game that I like, and that is Splinter Cell. Yes, we all know, everybody wants to see it. I've seen everybody wish for it since last year for it to come back finally. I'm still even waiting for, what was it, Blacklist, was it called, to be back and pat. But anyway, so yeah, Splinter Cell, pretty much a given on everybody's list. The next one would be Prince of Persia. I would love if they put Assassin's Creed on rest every other year or so, and then do something different. And Prince of Persia has been sleeping for a little bit, and I definitely I enjoyed the other ones, but I grew up playing that as well on the PC. But anyway, I would love to see that come back. The next one is actually a surprise for me to put on this list at all because of my bad experience with the first game. So The Division 2 is on my list because I'm really interested to see just what they have in store. I want to see if the story's going to be even more interesting. What kind of multiplayer elements they're going to have, if it's still going to have the Dark Zone or not, traditional multiplayer, I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I want to see what they got. And we might see that one on Xbox stage as well, maybe, if they still have marketing rights. And then the next one would be a new IP from them, maybe a platformer or something like that from Ubisoft. And the last one would be Beyond Good and Evil 2. I saw the trailer for that last time and it looked really cool and interesting. Pretty badass, actually. So I would love to see more about that actual gameplay. So yeah, I would like to see that. What else? Oh yeah, and please don't do any Dance Central, or no, what is it called? Just Dance performance. Please, we don't need to see that. We get the point, okay? Come on, guys. Alright, the next one, let's do Square Enix, because that was it. That was it for Ubisoft. Now, when it comes to these guys, I don't know if I've ever used them on my list before. I usually have like the first 3 that I mentioned. But either way, this year I definitely have hard eyes for Square Enix. I'm hoping that they have something related to Life is Strange on either their stage or whatever, like, you know, press video they're gonna do, or live stream or anything like that. I think last time they just did like a live stream with trailers and like they were sitting on a desk or something. But yeah, I want to see Life is Strange Season 2, whether it has the similar characters that I love, Max and Chloe, or other characters related to that storyline in the town, or anything like that. I would love to see that. Now, I will accept anything else regarding Life is Strange, like a different town with different characters, as long as it's a good trailer and interesting characters for me to want to play. Either way, I love Life is Strange as a whole, so I can't wait to see what else they have to show regarding that. The next one, I would like to see Kingdom Hearts collection over on the Xbox side, and then obviously they need to like just flat out say a date, like an official date, not just like a year or an estimated month. They should have an official date for Kingdom Hearts 3 already. More so for all the fans out there, my brother and my friends who really want it. I just want to check it out and try it. But I'll take the Kingdom Hearts collection first because I always start it on the PlayStation, but I never finish them. So yeah. And then the next one, obviously, I want to see more of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I can't wait for that game. I'm really going to try to pick up the statue this time around because I missed the last one. And every time I try to, like, you know, find it online or anything, it's really expensive. And it's usually, like, the statue or everything really expensive. So, anyway, besides that, I would love to see some gameplay from Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I would like to see, like, her in the forest doing something, and them just talking about, you know, the new mechanics or anything like that, or, you know, what's different from this one than the last two. What else? I'm gonna throw a wild card in here, and I'll say something that another slim chance of it happening, like probably 5% chance again, and that's Legacy of Kain or Soul Reaver. Yeah, those are old school games. Crystal Dynamics made those in the 90s, and I grew up watching my brothers play those, and I started like playing them a little bit here and there. They're really tough when I was younger, so I would love them if they could remake from the ground up with all of the new stuff that they have nowadays, and just bring that back. I know a lot of people in the community as well who really love those games, so I would love to see that. And if they have like the original music or the same voice acting in a way, I would like that because I thought those were amazing. And then the last one for Square, I would love to see the Avengers game. I want to see what they're doing with that. Yeah, I don't know. I know Crystal Dynamics is working on it, and I heard some stuff about like you're gonna want to play this game for years to come. So I'm like, what they're doing with that? Games as a service type of thing, I guess. But either way, I just want to see some gameplay. That's what I mainly want to see out of all of these games that I mentioned, is a lot of gameplay, and I'm interested to see like what they're all about and what new stuff they have to show. So yeah, that's Square Enix, and now we're gonna jump over to Xbox and PlayStation. Over on Sony's stage, we already know that they're already talking about E3, they're already hinting at what they're gonna show. They're probably trying to prevent the leaks or anything like that, or maybe they're just making room for the priority stuff, and that's why they're talking about things now. But going with those games that I know for sure they're going to talk about, I would like to see some more of Last of Us 2. My favorite trailer was the first one they showed with Ellie. She was singing. I love that one. The second one was a bit brutal, so I want to see more gameplay, and maybe if they have a release date, that would be nice as well. The next thing, I know they're going to talk about like more details regarding Spider-Man, so I would love to see more gameplay. Maybe they could show off a custom PlayStation console with the Spider-Man logo on it, or just a little Spidey on it. And what else? Maybe the statue. They could reveal the official, like the whole thing of the statue. So yeah, I know I'm gonna play it or pick it up. So either way, the next thing I would like to see. I guess maybe they will show some third-party stuff like trailers or anything like that. Maybe newer trailers that we haven't got to see anywhere else. New Red Dead trailer, maybe new Destiny trailer or something like that. Or other games that I'm looking forward to. So I want to see some multi-plat stuff. And then I'm going to throw in some oldies. This would be a nice surprise. Another slim chance of these games to happen. But who knows? Maybe they'll just say it at the end for any of these, and the first one would be SOCOM, and I know a lot of people have been talking about PlayStation and how they need some multiplayer base game that are hit just like their single player stuff. So maybe if they could come back with SOCOM and like it's better than what it was before, that would be cool. And along with that one, I also liked Warhawk, so if they could bring that back, better than what it was in the PS3, which actually was really good. That would be another multiplayer-based game. Twisted Metal. Yeah, I know. This one's just going on pure nostalgia because I doubt that the developer would want to do anything with that. I think he mentioned it somewhere in an interview. But I loved Twisted Metal, and I know a lot of people that loved it when it came to like Twisted Metal Black or anything like that. I loved Part 3. That was my favorite. That would just be amazing if they did that, but I doubt it. And then the last one would be Jak and Daxter. If they could bring that back and make it look like how Ratchet and Clank looked, you know, modern, but still look really awesome graphically, yeah, that would be cool too. So those are the games that I wish for over on the PlayStation. Not a lot, I know, but they did say they were gonna cut their show short in a way and focus on certain titles specifically. And now over to the Xbox, which, by the way, it's a big one. So here we go. Now, first and foremost, I want to see new IPs, and I say that plural because I want to see new stuff coming out of Xbox, or what they're working on. I want to see that. It doesn't have to show me stuff from years and years to come, but maybe from next year or something. And the first one that stands out in my head would be like an action-adventure type game. Those are probably my favorite, along with shooters and stuff like that. I would also like to see if they bring back some OG games, remade or redone, reimagined, whatever, that they had over on the first Xbox. And then the next one would be the new Remedy game. I want to see what they're doing, what they're working on after Quantum Break. I want to see what they got now. I really enjoy their games most of the time, so I can't wait to see what that is. The next one is one that everybody always puts on their list, so obviously Forza Horizon 4. I love Forza, and it's one of the best, so of course we want to see where this one's based on, and, you know, what's the shiny new car that they're gonna show off. The next would be kind of silly, but I'll put it on my list anyway, would be Avatar games. I don't want to see avatars at all unless they have some cool Avatar games to show off with them. And they need to hurry up and already give us those. If not, just scrap the idea then, because they're taking too long in my opinion. The next one would be Crackdown 3, but listen, and I said this probably in another podcast if you've heard it, I don't want to see Crackdown unless you have a release date. So if you're just going to be like, hey, Crackdown is still on development, cool, and you could play the multiplayer beta, okay, nice. And I'm not going to say I won't try that, because I definitely will, but a part of me feels like that's just a more wait and see type of approach, and in here we'll give you this as an appetizer, as opposed to something that I want to know, which is a release date. When is the game coming out? Why are you guys struggling with it? So that's why I want to see Crackdown as long as it has a release date. The next one is a silly one, and I know that people don't like these normally, or maybe not anymore, but features, I like to see all the new stuff that they're adding to the Xbox, how they fixing the Xbox. I'm not asking for a new UI, so relax people. I was just wondering if in between all the games that they're going to show, which that's awesome if they do that, they show some features or some updated stuff that you could do on the Xbox, like Upload Studio. That's something that they should have done years ago, but if they update that and it's better now than what it was or is, they can show people that, hey, look, we care about the content creators, and we know that you're actually putting the games that we are giving you out in YouTube or anything like that. So I know that most of the time they focus on Mixer and stuff, but I would like to see some update to Upload Studio, or maybe some other features that they want to talk about. The next thing would be Killer Instinct 2. That would be cool. I talked about it on Xbox Nation like 2 weeks ago or something. I would like to see Killer Instinct come back, because I'm already kind of like over the, hey, Season 1, Season 2, and you just get a couple of new characters here and there. I just kind of want a new game now for Killer Instinct, so I'll take 2, please. And then the next one would be Cyberpunk on their stage as a, you know, marketing rights and stuff. That would be nice to see that game in action, to see what it's about. I'm not into RPG games, but I am looking for that one game that could reel me in and that I can enjoy. But overall, I just want to see what the game looks like. It's like, you know, highly talked about, and everybody loves and respects the developers, so I want to see what they're doing on that front and how cool that game might look. Then I would like to see Ori 2, The Will and the Wisp. I want to see some of that, and a release date. I know they don't have to show a lot of gameplay, because we get it. When it comes to Ori, we know what it's going to be about. But this one might be, you know, even more prettier or anything like that. And then obviously throw in a release date. That would be awesome. And then the next thing would be a Sega surprise. Now we know, and I made a video like, what, 3 or something months ago, that Sega and Microsoft were meeting up and they were talking. So I would like to see that be, you know, something that we, you know, I don't know, we get to see some special thing, exclusive or something like that. I kind of lost my words just now, but I would love to see Sega on Microsoft stage or on the Xbox stage talking about a new game or a project that they're working on. There. The next thing would be the Elite Controller 2. This one needs to be better than the other one, definitely in every way. And if they want to talk about the flaws that the other one had that this one won't have, and this one will be better, then yes, that would be a selling point, obviously. And also, just leave it the same price. Make it $150 as well. Don't go crazy and try to make it $200 just because you know, you want us to buy it, right? So I think $150 was a really good price. I know I said at the time $100, but knowing how great the Elite Controller now is or was, because my rubber gears fell off, guys. Come on. So knowing that, I would say okay, $150 as long as it's an awesome controller. What else? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this one. Xbox One X custom console, and I'm guessing they might lean towards Forza Horizon 4 because Forza Horizon 3 did so well. Why not, right off the bat, have an awesome console to sell Horizon with? So yeah, and then the last couple things I'll mention Halo, obviously, and then Gears, which everybody's talking about recently. I feel like some of the community, which is really odd for me, is more hyped for an upcoming Gears game than they are a Halo game. I don't know why that is, and I don't know if, you know, the Halo campaign scarred everyone, and they know that that might have to stay in the oven a little bit longer for it to be a great story. But I thought that was a bit interesting. So whether it be a Halo 6 or a side story, whether or maybe a teaser, they might show a teaser, or whether it be Gears 5 or a side story for that, hopefully not XCOM. I can't wait. I want to see those on the stage, obviously, so I'm ready. I'm down to see a trailer, some gameplay, or a teaser, either way. Those are two of my favorite games. They're why I play Xbox, obviously, so whatever it may be, I'm ready. And yeah, if it so happens to be an XCOM Gears of War game, I mean, yeah, that sucks for me because I'm not interested in that, but whoever is looking forward to playing that, I hope that does well, and maybe I'll buy it down the line in the future just to add it to my collection because I love Gears of War games, but I might not play this one in particular. And, well, the last one is pretty cheesy, and that's, I wish, because this is my wish list, we don't see any Battle Royale games, just out of the blue, because, you know, because of the hype, I guess. I'm not interested in that, and I don't care to see that, but I understand that everybody's talking about it, looking forward to, you know, what's going to be the next game that comes out that kills Fortnite, just like Fortnite killed PUBG, I guess. But in my wish list, in my perfect E3 world, I don't have, you know, I wish I don't have to see that, but that's a slim chance of happening, right, guys? Again, you know, with that little 5% chance. Either way, this is my list. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what games you're looking forward to seeing, or what stuff you're looking forward to seeing on their stages, all these stages. There's gonna be a crazy weekend coming up. It starts on Saturday, I believe, and it might run all the way to, what, Tuesday or something, with Nintendo in their treehouse, I believe. But either way, we're gonna hear news coming out of everyone around this time. And I mean, we're already starting to hear stuff now. And just like you guys, I hate leaks and I hate rumors, and I just want to wait and see until that day comes, just so I can enjoy the show and be surprised, just like everyone else. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and listening. And now I'm gonna jump into the fact that, you know, this video took me a little bit longer than I wanted it to because I was trying to do so much and edit it a certain way and add all these cool things. I was trying to be very detailed when it comes to, like, all the footage I was showing in the background would be related to everything that I'm saying. But since I edit on my phone, and I know some people get surprised when I say that, yeah, I do all my videos and everything on my phone. The only thing I don't do is the streaming from Mixer or Twitch. I do that from the Xbox itself. But so yeah, when I make videos, Throwback Thursdays, unboxing, anything like that, I do it on my phone, and my phone was like not having it. It was like, no, you want too much, and I'm just a little tiny app. And I was like, oh, okay. So the first time around, everything like kind of disappeared and deleted, and I did all that hard work for nothing. And that was like last week, like what, Tuesday or something. Then this week I tried to like cut it down a little bit, edit it differently, made it smaller, more simpler, but still had those cool things that I wanted. And then that didn't work at all, so I was frustrated with it. I deleted all that stuff. Plus, some of the things I said were dated, like they were related to stuff that I had done around that time, whether it be like guest appearance on a podcast or something. But anyway, see, I promised you guys a video, so I'm gonna give it to you, or deliver it to you as best as I can. So if this is the only way it works out, at least it's something, and I'm glad that I get to share anything at all. But in the future, when I upgrade my setup and all that jazz, then I could make videos as fancier, as cool as I want them to look. So hopefully you guys stick with me, you know, through all these struggles, you know, tech issues or whatever. And in the future, you know, we shall be better in this channel. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the patience, all the support, all the messages. I got a couple messages saying, looking forward to this, so here you go. I got another couple messages telling me to go on Xbox Nation and stay there as a permanent member, so you will see. Stay tuned to next week's episode of Xbox Nation, and you know, I might make a guest appearance again. We shall talk. But until then, I shall see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to check out the description for all the links and all that fancy stuff, and I'll see you in the comments section as well, because I love replying and talking to you all in there as well. Good day. Oh yeah, have an awesome E3. Bye.